Okay, welcome back, folks. I am still basically continuing off where we left off last time, just like, the first three videos, basically doing a run of these at once. So I haven't really had a chance to see your comments yet, but do leave them down in the comments below. Now, in the last time we completed a quest, which I kind of regret in a way. We also found what looks like a boss room of some sort. So I think what we're going to do is we are actually going to leave the boss room for now. You can actually tell how much time has moved by because things haven't had a chance to respawn yet. But yeah, we're going to leave the boss room for now. And I'm going to work my way back up this mine shaft here. This time we're going to try the rooms on the left. And once we're finished, and hopefully we gain another level or two, then we might try the boss fight if we have time for this episode. Whoops. Okay, so meant to note, hit the jump button. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I did just double check that there was only one healing potion. For some reason I thought I was down to one potion. I don't know where I got the other two, but... And we found out that I cannot snipe the dog, so we won't bother wasting time on that. That healing potion does not really help a whole lot. Okay, so this quest just single-handedly wiped out all my healing potions. That's fantastic.
Here you go.
Thanks, mister. You're nice. Here, have my frog balloon. It likes to eat bugs.
Okay, this is the first of what's called the pets in the game. Half frog, half balloon. It uses its tongue to catch small creatures like bats, bees, and small spiders. So what happens here is you can see it now has a meter at the top right. It has a vitality, which is how much health it has, and how much energy it has. I would not be surprised if we get a tutorial on it shortly. Apparently not. But anyways, it can only attack if it has energy. And once it runs out of energy, it goes back into my inventory and I cannot use it again until it gains more health. On the other hand, if it does have some health, and I put it back into my inventory, it starts healing by itself. So that's kind of nice. Oh boy. I found these ants are kind of nice in the fact that if you keep on jumping, they can't bite you, which is a little cheap, but oh well. Ah, see? As long as he has energy, he'll start smacking things like, like bats out of the way. Whoops, ran right into that one.
You've obtained your first
Oh, there
pet.
it goes.
Pets follow and help you wherever you go. You can make them appear or disappear through the inventory or by using shortcuts. As other creatures, they can be hurt, and they can even die. In the top panel, you can see the health bar next to yours. If your pet is too injured, make it disappear by calling it back, or changing it to another one. When dismissed, it will recover its health instantly. Every pet has a special way to help you, but doing so makes it tired and costs it some energy. A pet with no energy is too tired to help, so you will have to let it recover.
Now, as it said here, I can basically take the pet, call back, and it will immediately recover any health that's lost. But if I remember correctly, yeah, it loses all of the energy in doing so. Which is slightly annoying, but we have a chance to let it rebuild here shortly. And like I said, it does have a finite amount of health. It doesn't really
Game save.
doesn't really lose health by enemies targeting it as much as it gets hit when something else is swinging something big at you. Like a wide sweeping downward axe strike will probably hit you and might catch it in the same time. Something shooting an arrow at you, on the other hand, will not hurt it. Also, by the way, I tried out my wand while I was off screen in the last episode. Basically, just created light. So while I thought I could just fire down on these ants, unfortunately, that is not the case. Ow! I really wish the frog would fight the ants, but no. We do have to be a bit careful because that damn dog took all my health potions. Really? Okay, so that's just a plain dead end. Kind of annoying. I guess we'll be back, folks, once the list comes back down. Yeah, that took a couple minutes, but nothing too painful. Yeah, more ants. Yay. Ouch. I deserve that one. We got a little anthill here. Hopefully it doesn't pop up anything in between. Oh, right. Now we're hitting the anthill. The anthills are definitely things spawning the ants. I've seen it happen. It doesn't look like they'll spawn the ants if you're on the same level of them, which is interesting. Of course, if you're not on the level with them, they'll spawn so many ants so fast it's ridiculous. But that's just me. That's a bit of a problem. Now, spray that. need to get some sort of like anti-poison amulet or something because this really hurts. I think I'm going to skip this one for now because the safer shortcut is just another floor up. There we go. Now we can get back down a lot easier than we can going back up, apparently. Oops, that was the wrong gateway. I gotta say, in the easier game, you can regenerate your health, and that makes things a lot more convenient than having to run back to this guy all the time. Especially after you run out of potions. I'm almost dreading to figure out what that boss fight's gonna be like. Smarter, not harder. Do not jump in the lift. Danger of falling. Well, no kidding. Now, what particular are you? You don't look too scary. You just look armored. And what do we got here? Another scroll of melee mastery, which is always nice. Another ring of the archer. This one is a precise one. Okay, so one gives extra damage, one gives extra critical chance. Either one of which is a bad thing.
You can wear up to 8 rings.
Okay, so I guess you can only wear up to 8. Okay. Still, that's a lot of rings. If you think about it. We got a light dagger as opposed to our normal dagger. 29, 28. That's slightly better, but not anything spectacular. Oops, looks like we might have accidentally grabbed 2 of them. You gotta pick your fights. Nice, the orange right by the sitting guy doesn't make him up. Not dead, but that's not a big deal. I gotta even take time to land before he starts swinging. Neither would I have, but still a bit surprising. Do. More coin. Ooh, green mace. Mace of the Dark Wizard. Critical chance with arcane is 3%, which is nice, except for the fact we don't have any arcane yet. It does have a slight increased damage, but I'm going to hold off on equipping it because we don't necessarily want to waste an item since we can't repair them yet. And once again, we're waiting for the lift, guys, so I'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. I did take the lift up to the next floor, and just to save you guys the agony of having to watch it, I decided to do this healing point off screen. So we're now going up, which is going to be the first time, because so far we've only been exploring the bottom half of the shaft, so.
Antaro Adun, are you the Great Oracle?
A long time it's been. There's a stranger here, I see.
Your face looks familiar. And so does your voice. Of course, I know who you are.
With another creature you confuse me, young stranger. I am Yogurt.
I'm sorry, I confused you with a great teacher from my world. Well, not my world, but one that's in a galaxy far, far away.
Strange, you and your words are. Why searching for the Great Oracle are you, What questions need answers?
See, I don't know exactly what my mission is in this castle. I mean, I don't know what I have to do, because in this hallucination we skipped the inn and the hooded guy who tells me the mission.
Hallucination? You think that your life a hallucination here is?
Of course. I was playing an RPG game with my buddies and I suddenly appeared here in this castle. Those bastards poured some sort of drug into my drink.
Strange your story is. Your mission, I know.
Really? What is it? What do I have to do?
Hard talking is. Dust from shelves. My throat, it dries. Clean the shelves, you must.
What? Clean your shelves? What do I look like, a maid?
Also, for some coins, I ask. If coins you obtain, your mission I will reveal.
Son of a bitch, and he wants to be paid. Fucking greedy Oracle. This is so not epic. Neo didn't pay shit, and didn't have to do chores when he went to see his Oracle, and he was given cookies.
He is a phony. He is trying to scam you. I hope you are not stupid enough to believe him.
If you believe the Oracle, clean the shelves and give him 30 coins. If you think he is lying, you can abandon the quest in the quest section from the game menu.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm going to take a moment to think about this. This does seem phony to me. On the other hand, Zero is trying to encourage us not to pay him, so Zero doesn't exactly have our best interest at heart. Well, I suppose what we can do, since we still have enough time, is we can go across here, check out the other path, and check in the floor down below. And then in the comments, why don't you guys say whether or not I should trust him or not? Oh! We have another viewpoint. That's kind of nice.
Zero, look! Another box! What's in this one?
That box contains the spirit of death. If you talk to it, you will die and go to the underworld.
If that were true, you wouldn't have warned me. Okay then, let's talk to it. I just have to mimic you. Foolish mortal, how dare you supplant me?
Foolish mortal, how damn you and your words!
Interesting, a lot of dead items around here for not being spirit of death.
Kapla, I am a servant of Harnakon. He sent me here because you have something to offer me.
I am Pyrus, the pure spirit of fire. I will be honored to grant you the secrets of flame. To grant you my knowledge, I must forge it in the same manner that mortals forge metal. I will need the tools of the smith to carry out this task. I need you to obtain the following items. The essence of red magic. Many creatures bear this essence. It is the power of flesh and blood. Bring me the essence of 20 creatures. The anvil, symbol of strength and resistance. The anvil is punished with every strike of the hammer, yet emerges unscathed. Wood, a great fire coaxes iron into surrendering its form. Bring me at least 30 wooden planks. Wind, as heartbeats give strength to the warrior's soul and muscles, the continuous pulse of a good bellows fans the flames of fire. A hammer. The hammer is the hand that sculpts, the tool that brings shape to life, the arm that bends the incandescent mass to its will. Find the hammer of the blacksmith.
You can recall this quest whenever you want in Menu, Quests, My Quest, Remember Quest.
Okay, well, on the right side, we already have the red essence, and we know where the hammer, the anvil, and the bellows are, or the anvil and the wood. I'm sorry, guys. We know where the anvil and the hammer are. So we might as well grab those on our way back down, actually. Assuming I did not just overshoot both of them. I don't think I did. Yeah, shoot. Might have to wait for the lift to go. Because I think I just missed the doorway to the anvil. But if I'm right, the hammer should just be through here. Oh no, we haven't actually explored this room yet. I like the neon sign that is basically screaming shop. Yeah, let's try that. That's not good. I'm gonna leave him be because I don't think we're gonna be able to get anything. It doesn't look like anything's behind him per se.
Pau e tuna, me hail small customer.
Bumblebee Tuna. Me hails huge guy.
Me name Ubuntu, great warrior of the Wachati tribe.
My name is Livingstone. What's an African warrior doing here?
Great God Shikaka sends Ubuntu to castle.
I see. But you're a human, aren't you? You look like an African from my world.
Me not human, me great warrior of the Wachati tribe.
Hey, that's a cool weapon collection you got there. You got any free samples?
Ubuntu not gives, Ubuntu sells.
Greetings, young stranger, and welcome. My name is Fedora, and I am a high sorceress from Galita.
My God, you're yummy.
You are mistaken. I am not edible, but I can sell you my magical items.
Hey, do you wanna not boots?
I am not wearing boots.
I mean, I'd really like to, get busy, you know?
Well, if you have things to do, I do not wish to bother you. Come back when you have some time.
Again, small maturity warning here, guys. Oh, recipe of poison reduction. That's
You
kind of nice.
acquired a recipe. Recipes are used for creating potions and elixirs. To create them, first copy it into your recipe book. Look for the recipe and select the Copy to Recipe Book option.
Okay, it looks like we can learn some spells and stuff from her. And it looks like we get some skills from him. These are kind of expensive. Only level 2 though, so that's kind of nice. And that's a better sword. I can actually buy that one, but of course then I wouldn't be able to afford the Oracle. On the other hand, I also wouldn't be able to get the book as quickly either. And there's a better bow. Okay, I think I will get this light armor here. Because I still have a couple of points that I can spend. And might as well. What do you mean my levels? Did I just spend that on something wrong? I must have spent it on something wrong, but I don't know what. Oh no, I guess I just save it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now we have the
Potions and
recipes.
elixirs can only be created at the boiling cauldron. Once you're over the cauldron, search for the potion you want to create in the recipe section of the game menu and select Create. To be able to create a potion, you must have all ingredients. You also need a vial to contain the elixir. It is hard to find empty vials, but you can reuse vials from potions you've used.
Okay, so unfortunately neither of them have healing potions or anything immediately useful, and I don't have a cauldron, so I can't make any potions. So that's kind of annoying. But we did get the armor, which is kind of nice, because Lord knows we need a little bit extra help here. Let's see here. These guys are a bit stupid. They saw me and they don't look down the hole that I just crawled down. That's both good and rather annoying at the same time. Okay, I think that's the small axe we were looking for. Okay, so that's a good way of saying that we have explored everywhere. Ooh. Okay, so the axe is a bit slow. Okay, this is 31. That's also 31, but this does extra damage to orbs. I think we'll use that as a situational thing, because I'm mainly using the pole arm against snakes. So... Unfortunately, I still have not found the bellows or anything like that. And I still haven't found any wood either. Now, I do have to go up 2 levels to get those supplies. And since you've already seen those rooms, guys, I think I'm going to skip. And since we're running low on time, I think I'm going to come back close to the boss area, and we'll see if we can do that quickly before the time runs out. But unfortunately, it's a bit hard to tell current time right now. Okay, just for testing purposes, I found a barrel. It does in fact get firewood, so need to smash a couple barrels. But now we know where all the things are, so we can complete that quest pretty easily now. That's the trap room. Let's not go in there. Okay, guys. Broke down a couple barrels in earlier part of the dungeon. Got all of our supplies now, so let's see what we got here.
Magnificent! You obtained all the materials. Let the knowledge of the power of fire fill your consciousness. That which was once scribbled and indecipherable symbols become the words of true power. Fire is a very destructive power. Use it with caution.
The magic of fire has been added to your character page. You are now able to use fire spells and increase your skill in fire magic when gaining levels.
Okay, and we get a tome right off the bat, which is kind of nice. Okay, now, like I mentioned before, our essences are effectively ammo for spells. Looks like this one costs 1 essence to shoot a fireball, so that could be useful. And a thought occurred to me about that shop earlier, so I'm going to head down to that, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, we're back here at the shop. It occurred to me I can sell things to this guy. Now that occurred to me when I got the combat mace, and when I got a second combat mace. So I really don't need to have 2 of these. One is at 104, one is less than that, so. Only downside is it doesn't tell me how much. Oh, there it goes, plus 18. Okay, so there's that. I got a couple small rubies. Not sure if that was 20 each or just 20 for 2 of them. We got a couple sapphires. That was 40 for a lot of them. Okay. 29, 28, so we'll sell that. That does only looks like it's sold for coin, although that's a lot of coin for that. Wow. Okay, he's not interested in firewood. I don't think we'll be able to use it for anything, but whatever. Don't really want to sell off any of the essences. Yeah, might as well sell off the other combat mace. Unfortunately, I still don't think that's enough. Yeah, that's all 200, so... It's 3 coins, not enough. That might be all we can do. Well, that's not the end of the world. So I'll just head over to the boss fight now. We'll see what we can do with that. And I don't know, maybe this boss will end on, or maybe this episode will land on a big note. Maybe it'll end up with me dying. We'll see. But I'll see you shortly. Okay guys, welcome back. As you can see, we're back in the boss room with full life and everything ready. Unfortunately, we did have a small hiccup. While coming here, I got bitten by a snake, and at the same time, so did my pet. And unfortunately, it succumbed to the poison. So I cannot bring it back to life unless I have a Spark of Life or Resurrection Elixir. So I can't use it anymore, which is a bit annoying, honestly. But let's check out this boss fight, because I don't think there's going to be much help there in this anyway. And my ladder disappears. That's never a good thing. That's a lot of slugs. I suppose they kind of nice because they're basically free HP. Ah! So I've been trying out my fire spell. It actually works pretty nice. Only downside is that while it does set things on fire, it does not appear to have set this guy on fire. I'm not sure if him smashing things gives me the item, so I really wish he'd stop. Should not have to tell you to stop smashing your own kids, boy. Ow. Ow. That might have been a bit stupid. I should have just waited and let it have his little attention. Oh well.
killed it. Shai Hulud is my bitch. Well, I don't hear any laughter echoing.
Fortune always favors the foolish.
Okay, so defeating the boss looks like we got a lot of gold actually, so we can head back to the shop. Also looks like it gave us key to the sewers, which I'm assuming is the next area we have to go to. These were the two snakes that killed my pet, by the way. But I think I'm going to head over to the save point, and we're going to call it here for this game. Wasn't quite as hard as I was expecting, but on the other hand, it did almost kill me. Which was mainly due to foolish decisions on my part, but that's besides the point. It looks like we got almost enough gold to go buy it. Well, we can definitely buy one of those skills, so we'll try that next time.
Game save.
But yeah, in the comments below, why don't you leave a comment whether or not you think I should go see the hermit or not. And we'll go from there. We can explore the sewers too, and like I said, we can spend some money on those skills. So, looks like we got a little bit of plan for the next one. Feel free to join me then, and if, like I said, you have any comments or suggestions, leave them down in the comments, and have fun.